we had a baby, and
We did?
Yeah.
A big baby.
A big. It was a big baby,
It was
actually.
a big baby.
But anyway, today we want to
It's
tell
not relevant, but it's still fresh in my mind.
we want to tell you what that means for the Handyverse and what's going to go on from here. So stick with us. Welcome to the Handyverse, where we turn to DIY as a first resort, usually, along with some other stuff mixed in. But we want to improve our home, to learn how to do things, and hopefully inspire you to do the same in your own living space. We are approaching, believe it or not, 10,000 subs. So we wanted to give a little update on ourselves, on what's going on here, what projects we have on the go, and where we're going from here.
Surprisingly, this has been going on for 2.5 years, and it's just blown our mind. It's become something that we never imagined it would become. It all started from a little video of Jason making a bench for our dining room, and he wanted to share it with family and friends and put it up on YouTube for the whole world to see. And I guess some people were interested in it as well, and from there the Handyverse was born. At first we didn't really know why we should do this or why we should create a channel.
It was kind of by accident.
Definitely by accident, but the best kind of accident. And now it's become this thing for us that's super special and really neat. It's so neat to engage with so many different people. You have lots of great ideas and you're sharing lots of your own projects. So we really appreciate that. So for us, it's DIY, but it's more than that, I think. How would you describe it?
Throw me under the
Throw you under the bus.
Yeah. Well, it's about taking pride in what we have and not going to excess. Mm-hmm. So that's one of the primary reasons why we do it ourselves is because it forces us to slow down, take our time, and make smart decisions about what we do. So, because
we feel like we're constantly having to push back against the culture of more and instant gratification. We, again, get caught up in it from time to time. Like we mentioned, we just had a baby, and we did buy some stuff for the baby because it was a matter of like, we just need to get this done. It's a matter of just time.
Well, it's about being selective about what we do spend our money on.
Right.
So, obviously we DIY where we can, but with the baby, there's safety concerns, and
but it made us
and time constraints.
Yeah, but it made us think consciously about what we were choosing for baby and being selective and going forward too about how we can be more mindful about what we're bringing into our home. So I guess that's a little bit. It's like it's DIY, but it's also more about living consciously and thoughtfully and taking pride in what you do and learning and growing ourselves and growing with you. Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you agree?
Yeah, no,
he agrees.
It is, yeah. You're definitely better at the budgeting part of it than I am. You're very
You always want to buy the next thing.
I am prone to wanting to buy the next tool or the next gadget. I will admit that, but I'm way better now than I used to be. Overall, it just makes things easier because you end up saving money, but you also don't have as much stuff that you have to deal with on a daily basis.
So this is actually an update video. So let's update you.
Yeah.
We chose that we would stay in this house, even though it's probably not technically big enough by most people's standards for the amount of people that are living in this house. However, we're going to make it work. So currently we've made a little space for him in our room, and also his room for his clothes in the closet, which forced us to downsize our clothes. So you can see here, this is all the clothes that we own. And this is again forcing us to keep with kind of being more simplistic and I don't want to say minimalist, but I love the idea of minimalism, but we're not quite there. So in the future, I would like to do a video on like a capsule wardrobe or minimalist wardrobe.
While we like to DIY, for his crib, for instance, this was an IKEA purchase for us that we make that decision to choose a safe option over trying to do something that maybe was beyond the scope of what we can handle ourselves. And we think that's good advice for anybody out there.
For sure. Yeah. Again, we're not professionals, so always within your limits, and your skill set is really important.
So in terms of projects that we've got done, we built the bench that Suzanne mentioned earlier that kind of kickstarted everything for us. We got the headboard done in our room. We built this desk out of a live edge slab of pine, but we modified a sewing table, an old sewing table that Mom and Dad had actually, and used that for the legs. So that was before the Handyverse, so we didn't get that on video, but here it is here. We worked on our entryway. We've redone our kitchen in terms of painting our cupboards, and we were happy enough with that we didn't.
And just to
lowered the priority on
kitchen reno.
On kitchen reno, yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty awful before. But just to recap, I think it's 2 years since we painted the cabinets.
Yes.
With the Rust-Oleum transformation kit, and it's holding up quite well, so we're still happy with it and don't see a big rush to redo the kitchen just yet.
Yeah, and people have been asking about the countertops and the backsplash, but the reality of it is it's dropped in priority because of other things we have going on. The intention is still to do it at some point. So
and then there's
bear with us.
The laundry room saga.
Let's not talk about the laundry room.
Well, the laundry room is a great prime example of, how I think our philosophy of things. Like, we could have finished the laundry room a long time ago if we just paid for it, I guess, or did it. But we're kind of trying to do what we can ourselves and within our budget. And one of the things that railroaded the budget for the laundry room is that the dryer, even though you did a temporary fix,
it died again.
It just died completely. So, and with baby coming, it would make sense to replace both, so we did, and that really ate into the laundry room makeover budget, but it will get done.
Ate into it as it ate all of it.
All of it.
But we have the flooring, so the next thing we're going to be doing there is the flooring. So
drywall.
I'm going to finish off the drywall paint. So there's some things we're still going to do there in the near future, and stick around and see it. This room is a great example of how we're making do with the house that we have. This is I guess technically it is a third bedroom, but it's a spare room down on the main floor of our house. And currently we are using this as it's our video editing studio. It is our office.
Guest bedroom.
It's our guest bedroom. It's where we exercise. It's the daytime nursery. We have playpen in there. And we got a lot crammed into that room, but that's what we're doing to try and get by with the space that we have. And I still need to do a lot of work with the Murphy bed. I'm getting closer now. I have it stained, but I need to get the trim on it. And in behind it, I want to build shelves and wire in some electrical so that when somebody is using it, primarily Grammy and Grampy when they come to visit the little guy, but they'll have some power there, so we can have a light, place to charge phone, things like that.
So to answer the question, is this the end of the Handyverse? It most certainly is not. It's too good of a thing, and you guys have brought so much value to us. We're hoping we're bringing you a little bit of value as well.
And speaking of the comments in videos,
yeah.
Very helpful. So
yes.
Like when, we're figuring this stuff out too. So when people respond and say that I tried this and I used this brush instead of this one, it was, those things are very helpful, and are helpful for other people that watch the videos as well.
And we've had people send us pictures of some projects that they have made as well, and that's really super special to us. So it kind of really motivates us to kind of keep going with this. And with this video, just to remind you, I hope you can see that we're just average people dealing with everyday normal challenges, yet we continue to forge ahead. And
not a lot of choice, but that's okay.
So we invite you to follow along on the rest of our journey here as we document the process throughout the house. So if this is something you're interested in, which we think you are, then what did they hit? Subscribe. Hit subscribe.
Ring the bell.
Yes.
For notifications.
And we'll see you in the next video.